Overseas, ISIS has carried out an absolute atrocity. We cannot let this evil continue, spread within our own countries. ISIS is the direct result of policy decisions made by President Obama and Secretary of State Clinton.
Donald Trump tackling terror, laying out his plan to make America safe again.
Here to weigh in, Executive Vice President, Center for Security Policy, Jim Hansen. Sir, thanks for waking up so early for us.
Oh, good to be with you, ladies.
Good to see you. So Donald Trump trying to get back on track yesterday, laying out his foreign policy ideas, just to give people a sense of a few of the things that he spoke about. Extreme vetting of Muslim immigrants, stop processing visas where screening is inadequate, also keep Guantanamo Bay open. So we played earlier Newt Gingrich saying last night this might be the most important foreign policy speech since Ronald Reagan. What is your response?
I think Trump did a tremendous job of showing the difference between what he will do and what Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama have done, which has been a dismal failure. He laid out a plan that would actually be a victory over jihad. He said we're going to defeat ISIS and cut down the black flag. He said we're going to stop importing jihadists, no one from unvetted countries where terrorism is rampant, and also have an ideological screening for people who don't agree with American values and not let them in. And he also said he'll cut loose our federal law enforcement and national security apparatus to learn about and investigate the people who form our enemy and cure the willful blindness that President Obama has put in place. Yeah. Great plan.
Well, and this is coming on the heels of what was just announced yesterday, which are 15 more, the largest ever group of detainees at Guantanamo Bay released, the worst of the worst. Take a look at this poll, and I want your response to this as well. And it says now that Clinton is trusted more with handling terrorism. Trump at 39% and Clinton with 50%. So would we be safer under Hillary Clinton?
Not in a million years. We've seen what happens under Hillary Clinton. The Arab Spring turned into the Arab nightmare on her and Barack Obama's watch. I think that poll is largely a result of the arguments with the Khan family, etc., and doesn't reflect the actual policies. I think once people look at the fact that Trump has a plan and the will to implement it, to defeat our enemies, to treat them, as he said, like we did in the Cold War, to learn about them, to say that our type of life, our culture, our American values are better than Sharia and the oppressive totalitarian system of the jihadists. Say that worldwide, stop them from coming here, and keep America safe. I think it's a tremendous idea.
Well, something that Trump has talked about from the beginning of his campaign is immigration and securing or improving some of our immigration laws, and that will somehow help combat terrorism. Here's what he said about that yesterday.
One of my first acts as president will be to establish a commission on radical Islam. We want to build bridges and erase divisions. The goal of the commission will be to identify and explain to the American public the core convictions and beliefs of radical Islam, develop new protocols for local police officers, federal investigators, and immigration screeners.
So a lot of people hear this and they say, this sounds really good, but can it actually be implemented?
Well, the opposite has been implemented under Obama. His administration and Hillary Clinton under him have said we will not even call the enemy by the name. We will not mention Islam. We will not point out who the bad guys are. And we will prohibit our federal agencies from learning about them and investigating them. I think that's a purely common sense thing to say we should look at the enemy. What are they doing? Why are they doing it? Trump also said he would look at the networks that support radicalization in the United States. That's vital. The mosques are preaching hate. There are plenty of things going on that right now our people are forbidden from doing to keep us safe. Trump's saying he'll let them do it, let them do their jobs, and I think that actually will result in better security for the American people.
Jim, can we go back to the ideological test that you were talking about? I mean, a lot of people that I spoke with yesterday, they said that, you know, they think that that's a great idea, but how do we know that they're not going to lie? I mean, if there's a potential terrorist coming through, you would expect them, they're going to lie.
No doubt. And we expect them to lie. However, if we allow our law enforcement folks, and I've met a Customs and Border Protection agent who's made his job studying the enemy and learning what they would say, learning how their associations matter, learning what questions to ask. And our people can actually tell who's telling the truth or not. We know they're going to lie. We will check those lies against facts we know on the ground and come to the conclusion. Remember, people coming to this country have to prove that they're safe to enter. We don't have to prove to them that we have a right to restrict them.
Right.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, we'll keep laying out in the next 90 days or so. All right, Jim Hansen, thanks for being with us.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Jim.